What's up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm super excited. I got the new Makeup by Mario Master Matte, the Neutrals palette. I'm super excited for this palette, and I am never excited over an all matte eyeshadow palette, like ever. I love my shimmers, I love my glitters, but this one really caught my eye because it is a neutral palette. It's more on your cool tone side. It's not gonna pull too warm, which is nice because sometimes shades can pull a little warm on me and look a little more on the orangey side. But this palette, this one's a good one. I love it. So the packaging, super nice. We got the hard plastic packaging. It's a sleek white packaging. I love that. You open it up, you got a full-size mirror. You're gonna get 12 matte shades. I love the range of shades in here. We're going from a nice cream matte to a nice deep black matte. When I swatched this palette, I knew I was gonna love the formula because it felt like butter when you swatched it, and literally on the lid it looks so smoothing, like you cannot see texture. So this palette does retail for $50, but the quality is so good on this. I really cannot believe how much I love this eye look. I never do just an all matte look. Like, that is so rare for me, but this turned out beautifully. I think I ended up using about 5 shades out of this palette. So I did, of course, use the lightest shade. I used the black, I used the dark brown. I did dip into this shade right here for my transition, and then I used this shade just to kind of transition from the cream to the black shade because obviously that's such a difference. I did do a full makeup tutorial, but I try to keep the rest of the face quick. I just kind of felt like I'm like cheating on you guys if I don't show you like all the products that I use to complete the look. Honestly, I'm so happy with this eyeshadow palette, and I am glad that I decided to go ahead and purchase it. This is going to be a great palette that I can add into my collection. This is going to go great with so many of my other eyeshadow palettes. The formula, again, is beautiful on this. It literally looks flawless on the lid. But yeah, I just wanted to hang out, have some girl time, try out the new Makeup by Mario eyeshadow palette, which I love. I'm super happy I got it. But I can't wait to show you how I created this look. I think it just looks so pretty. Let's go ahead and jump into the tutorial. I'm super excited. I can't wait to try out this eyeshadow palette. I am never this excited over a matte palette. So I'm just gonna jump right in. I'm gonna start in this shade here. Just picking it up on a fluffy brush, and I'm going to start blending that in the crease. I did prime the lid with the Juvia's Place primer in the shade 2. Oh my goodness, I love this color. That is so pretty. I'm just putting it in the crease and working it up to the brow. Oh wow, that looks like super smooth on the lid. So same thing for this side, just starting in the crease. And I am just working it right up to that brow. I mean, this color is just laying down so beautifully. Now switching brushes, I'm going to go into the black shade, and I'm going to start building that up on the outer corner. Same thing for this side, just keeping it right here on this outer corner. I'm liking this black because it's not coming off so pigmented. I am having to build it up, which I appreciate in a black. Sometimes when they're too pigmented right off the start, they are just too hard to work with. This one's building up beautifully though. It's not looking patchy, so I love that. Okay, so switching brushes, I'm going into this dark brown shade. And I am going to start buffing out the black shade with that dark brown shade. I love that it has a dark brown shade in here. And I'm just buffing this out. I am going to take that dark brown shade around into the crease, just to deepen up the crease a little. And same thing for this side, just bring it around. These are really laying down and blending out so nicely. Now I'm going to go back in with that first shade, and I'm just going to start buffing out that dark brown shade. This palette is going to be so nice to pair with any other palette that has shimmers in it. I'm excited for that. I love to use 2 and 3 palettes when I do my makeup anyway. I love that I'm going to be able to incorporate this palette right into my collection. I feel like I'm going to get a ton of use out of it. Just going back in with the black shade just to deepen that up a little. Going back in with that dark brown brush and just blending out again. And then of course going back in with the first brush and just blending out one more time. So now I'm just going to go into this lightest shade and I'm going to put that on the front part of the lid. That's really nice. So now I'm just going to go back with the black brush. I'm not adding anything to it. I'm just blending out that cream shade with the black. Now I'm going to go in with this shade right here. And I'm going to use that in the center, I believe, just to kind of mesh the black and that cream together a little better. Now I'm going to go back in with a little more black. Just kind of buff it out. Same thing for this side. Now I'm just going to go back in with a little bit of that dark brown and work it all the way around. Same thing for this side. Now I'm just going back in with that very first brush and just blending out. Now I'm going to go into the lightest shade with a smaller flat brush. And I'm going to use that on the brow bone. Go back in with that very first brush and just blend out. I love how like nice and smooth that is looking on the eye. It looks so good. And I never do like all matte looks, but I love this one. Now I'm just going to clean up with a makeup wipe. I am going to go in with these Amazon half lashes today. So now I'm just going to apply a little bit of this Kiss Lash Glue. While I'm waiting on the lash glue to dry, I'm going to use my Essence eyeliner. This is in the shade Black Raven. I'm going to go ahead and prep the skin. I'm going to use my Mirabella serum. Also my P. Louise Repair from 2022 moisturizer. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply these lashes. Okay, so I got the lashes applied. I'm going to go ahead and prime the skin. I'm going to use this e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. This is the pink one. For foundation, I'm going to use the e.l.f. CC Cream. For cream bronzer, I'm going in with the Patrick Ta. For cream blush, I'm also going in with Patrick Ta. For concealer, I'm going to use this L'Oreal Infallible. So to set everything, I'm just going to use my Givenchy powder. So now I'm just going to go back into this Patrick Ta for the powdered bronzer. And then for powdered blush, going back into the Patrick Ta. So for highlighter, I'm going to use this one from IBY. For lip liner, I'm going to use this one from JCat Beauty, and this is in the shade Rosewood. Then I'm just going to use my P. Louise lip palette. Then I'm going to go in with the e.l.f. dark brown lip liner. Okay, so let's go in, finish the eyes. I'm going to go in with a small pencil brush, and I'm going to pick up the black shade. And I'm just going to buff out the bottom lash line. Then I'm going to go into the dark brown shade and buff out that black. Now I'm going to pick up the lightest cream shade and I'm going to use that on the inner corner. I'm going to go in with a little bit of the e.l.f. Big Mood Mascara on the bottom lashes. I'm going to go in with a little bit of Uoma Beauty Brow Gel. Okay, so for setting spray, going in with a little bit of Charlotte Tilbury. Okay, you guys, so this is the completed look using the new Makeup by Mario palette. I love this palette and I never love an all matte eyeshadow palette. I love that it is more of your cool tone neutral shades. This palette is beautiful. I love it. But as always, thank you so much for hanging out with me and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!